confirm that, What is all this thing you see that is vomiting against the Igbo? It's not with clear eye. You see, when pride entered somebody ahead, that is downfall don't they near to that. You understand? You see all the two way they vomit. And they look and say the belly.
Where you know be wish, they confess. They say you know be wish,
they confess.
Waiting you swallow.
You see, Baba. So now, so as they do and so, say the other day, come tell us, say, NSAS youth, he said, then the way they do, where they ask of restructuring. Because NSAS youth, the way they talk, now restructuring now. So, when said they craze, in those support waiting that they talk. That means the two way Shetima, they under my put, restructuring. He's in support of that. He's working for the caliphate. Okay, that's what he's showing everybody his mission and his true color, And it's just very, very good that everything is coming out to limelight. But what thing they tell and be say, because in they listen to your program every time. All this thing where they do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Asari Dokubo, Kalu go use you, sacrifice to Shango. Kalu they like people like where go use, and they use them very well. Jemusoke, Jemusakpo, and boss that your belly. That's what the end will be. They will sacrifice him to Shango. God bless you, my good general.
It seems that he's more interested in that money because he's making a lot of money. God knows how much. And yes.
Now money, now there now. You don't want to know person how many people where they go die. You understand? You know, care. Even in people where we say then the oil spillage everywhere. Fight for them. They are the refinery they work. In people there no gain job. The seaport is not working. He's not talking about that is people are being enslaved. He's not talking about that. It's only after that he in big stomach with waste sheet full. We don't enter ahead because they make and craze. My good Jare.
Thank you.
God bless you, Jare. Thank you for your good work, Jare.
Stay safe, Baba, and take them easy, okay? I have another caller on the line. Yeah. Hello there.
Hello, General.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you? This is Steno from New Jersey. How you been, the General?
Baba, I just do. I mean, as usual now. Just here.
It's good. It's good to have you back, man. We missed you for a few days.
I know. It's mental. It's crazy. It was like,
thank God you're back.
It was I went to jail, right? And I was like, oh my God, the second day. Oh my God, the third day. Oh my God, the fourth day. It was almost 4 days, right? Well,
exactly. Sometimes, this internet thing is always like a madman, like somebody that came out on the road one day, you're waving goodbye to everybody and people will be looking at you like a madman. After a few days, people will be missing you. And when you are not there, people will be asking, what happened? Where is this guy?
Is that little part of us that makes almost our day, right? If it's missing, we will notice.
Exactly.
And say, oh, man,
you definitely notice.
I used to do I didn't do that last night. I didn't do it. No, I know what I didn't do. I get what you mean. Bye-bye.
Exactly. So welcome back, and thank you for the message today. I paid my tithe in the Temple of Truth today. But one thing that I want to bring out, a lot of people have said good things in regards to the Yorubas and the Igbos. When you look at the geographical location of the Igbos, we are located close to the rivers. And most of us, trades in those days used to go through the rivers. The trade channels were mostly through the rivers. And you will see that we have traded and done so many things together. So when OC calls you one Nemo, he's not just calling you one Nemo just because of anything. Because our language is much closer to each other than any other language. When you look at it all the way from the whole of down south of west of Africa, all the way to the Congos, all the way down to part of South Africa. They all share the same tongue and language speaking. So we are much closer than anybody. So this is what people don't understand. So this animosity that people are that these guys are putting is they're literally putting an enmity between brothers.
Yes.
Brothers that have shared so much information, so much intermarriage, so much commonality in their food and everything. And they are going to suffer it. Somebody like Asari Dokubo that is talking, he's literally killing his own brothers.
Absolutely. Like,
when you talk about the arrows are enterprises. They are traders. They used to have, do you know how the Igbos do boy when they will go to the village and take a little boy and come and serve them? That's what the arrows used to do because they are very enterprising. They have slaves. I am from a village that is an arrow. And that village was actually settled by one of the arrow men somebody that served an arrow man. And he now owns the village. And they used to fight wars. They used to buy the arrows. Like if a village is having a problem, they will go to the arrows to come and fight for them. Let's say somebody is encroaching into a village land. So there are warriors. The Abriba people and the Arrow people are warriors. So what they used to do, they will buy them to help them wage a war against invaders. And when they wage the war, after they have won, they will sign treaty with the village to get some part of their land as a payment. So that's what the arrows used to do. A Binubabia was a thing they did in those days during the slave trade. Yes, they did it because it was what was trended. But to go and wage a war, and bring people to sell, the arrows didn't do that. They did not do that. What the slaves they have are people, they are servants, people who are serving them because of their enterprising and how they travel to so many places and they settled at different places in Igbo land. Okay? Now, in the second point of what I wanted to say about the Igbos and the Yoruba, this hatred about that they speak about the Igbos and the Yoruba, an average Igbo man feels that, before the war, before the declaration of Biafra, the Yorubas agreed that when Ojukwu declares Biafra, they will declare their own Ododowa. So when you look at yourself today and you see what you're suffering and you see, if only the Yorubas had done what they had said, we wouldn't be where we are. But then after the war, the Igbos did not think about that. They went back to where they were before. They went back and started mingling with everybody. They came back to Yoruba land and they established. So they forgot all of those. They believed in a one Nigeria. But right now, with what the Yorubas are doing, let me tell you, these marauders that are coming from the north, when they will bounce on the Yorubas after they have chased the Igbos out, they will do what they've done to the Hausa people in the north, to the Yoruba.
Well,
because
they can come and try, by the way. But yeah, go on.
They will try. They will try. But it might be too late for them because the only people that will protect them are the Igbos. If they don't align with the Igbos,
hang on. I'm going to ask you to take that back, okay? The reason is because, there are people who always make that, they make those kind of expression, right? That the moment the Igbos leave Yoruba land, the Fulani Hausas, they will invade us because the Igbos are protecting us. I want you to take that back. That's completely.
It's not that the Igbos are protecting us.
They are not protecting us. Igbos are listen.
It's not that they are protecting the Yoruba.
Listen, you know what I want to take back, right? Quickly, sir, quickly. You see that narrative.
Okay.
And it's repeated again.
Let me take that back literally. Let me take it back literally. Okay.
I'll tell you why I said it. I'll tell you. Okay. It's because it put the Igbos, right, in a very bad spotlight, and it gives these bigots a talking point to say the Igbos said if they are no longer here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Which is not true. You know it's not true. Well, continue, sir.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand that. Okay, but what I'm trying to point out mostly is if they divide, if they are able to wage this enmity between the Igbos,
I know. What
it's going to be really
very, very that we have this bond. We have historical
that is what it is,
right? That you know,
it's like two brothers. It's like two brothers.
Stronger
exactly
together than being apart. We are more vulnerable when we don't have ourselves.
It's like two brothers. It's like two brothers. If they wage a war between the two brothers, then there is vulnerability for them to do anything.
Become vulnerable.
Okay,
I get that. I get that.
At the same way, it will be very difficult for them. At the same way, they will be able to invade the Yorubas. It will be easier for them to also invade the Igbos.
No, I'll take that. We are more vulnerable in this instance, right?
Apart.
Than we are vulnerable apart. And it goes both ways. You know that. It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
I mean? So if it
will be easier for them to invade both the Igbo land and the Yoruba land.
It's
okay?
But yeah, continue.
So when you look at it, we are more related than we are related to the north in terms of our geographical locations and things that we have shared. And we have never waged a war with any of our neighbors.
Ever.
Rather, we go into our neighbors' environment and we make them better.
Yes.
Both the Igbos and the Yorubas. We have a lot of Yorubas that live in Igbo land also. We have intermarried our children and so on and so forth. So this thing that they are doing, it is really going to bite them. If we don't rise up against them and speak out against it.
It's not going to end well, and we are going to be the most losers. And by that time that happens, I mean, when that happens, right? This bunch of miscreants, political jobbers, they will be long gone because they have no stake anything in Yoruba land, just rent seekers anyway. So, see, Baba, thank you. I'll take another one again, right?
In the 114%, okay, all right. In the 114% increase, they can go on, is going to enable us to continue the journey to Biafra land and Oduduwa land. That's just what it is.
Thank you so much for that. Let me take this. We continue to manage the time, and I have a caller. Meanwhile, sorry, let me put you on a quick hold, okay? You see, there are some certain things that I want us to always kind of have in mind, right? When you are trying to show those who have ulterior motive, right? Using ethnic and tribal, sort of a bait, right? It's a very complex, conversation or sort of topic, right? But when you want to address such, you also have to be very careful of the landmines, okay? There are bigots. Even in this comment, you will be reading some of them saying, the Igbos too are not welcoming people. The Igbos too are this and that. The Igbos like to dominate. The Igbos believe that this and that. These bigots, these closet bigots, they are not saying all these things often. They read them. They hear people say them too from other ignorant people. Now, if you want to teach all of them all together, it is always ideal to what? To be very careful the usage of the word, because that's what they wanted. In Nigeria today, when we used to have banters, no stress, no nothing. These days, if you say anything, they will first look at your name. Is he a Yoruba man or Hausa man or Igbo man? Before they will react to it. We are in a very toxic world that even an innocent explanation can quickly metamorphose into very, very toxic something. And that's what we are trying to clean. Okay? So, yeah. Let's take this call. Hello there.
One name. I'm bad then. You are, in fact, in short, you are an Igbo man now. That's the reason I will call you.
Well, some are saying that.
Call you.
I do DNA for
I will
me.
call you. I will call you Agujebe. You know what's the meaning? Yeah, the lion that has begun.
I do.
You understand?
I do have guts. Now that
Yeah.
is true.
The lion that has the gun. I go
Okay, with the
when
gun, okay.
you are the
That's a
lion,
long one.
yes, when you are the lion and you have the gun again, you can imagine the two combination that you can shoot aside, shoot everybody.
Like that, double 007, like that. Osita.
Exactly.
How you doing, Baba?
You know, Baba, they very fine, Daddy, and
Bless you.
and we will keep talking.
No, we will.
And the more we talk, the more the uncovered ground that we can cover.
I believe.
And I assure you, it is boiling. They are feeling it. No matter how they feel that they are so strong. Let me tell you, do you know why they've resorted to this dismissive rhetoric? The reason they've resorted to this, they've played all their cards. This is the last card they are playing now, if you don't know.
It is the last card.
I am telling you. If they are not losing, ground, tell me the truth. Why will they bring out this kind of card after winning the election?
Baba, I didn't
believe me. I know
children are watching us. Yeah, Baba, isn't this so ridiculous, right? Somebody sat together, designed a divisive image to be shared to encourage Yorubas not to marry Igbos. Ogunshola, Itife, Aremo, Nkechi, Akinshibuzo, and the rest of that, all because GRV saying won't be governor for Lagos.
Yeah. The reason they are doing it is because they saw that people have lost hope in their leadership. The only way to bring about all these things is just to say, that let them deal with the Igbos. But let's declare for once. Let's declare. Like, let me help the previous caller. What he was actually trying to tell you, what he was trying to say, which he didn't come out right, is that we will always fight on the side of the Yorubas when it comes to what is happening in Nigeria today.
Yes.
And it's advice versa. You are the one that is a Yoruba man. I have other Igbo people who does their programs as regards to what is happening. But here am I. It is your program that comes to my mind first.
That's right.
I told you that even you've opened the eyes of some Igbo people to accept the reality, what is on ground, what Nnamdi Kanu has always talked about. Most of us, or most of the people, they go through the mainstream media to know who Nnamdi Kanu is. But they don't go through the smaller media channels to know what this guy stands for.
No.
Mainstream media is not going to give you a definition of who you are, my ego, trust me.
No.
Go there, make your research and find out. But it is the small stream media that will tell people about what you actually stand for. So what he was trying to say is that we will always fight in the same line.
That's right.
In the same front, on the same side.
I know.
That is what he was trying to say. It's not as if we have to protect.
I know. I just want to make sure that the message is well
delivered
I'm
to our people too. I'm expatiating here as an Igbo man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm expatiating as an Igbo man. That is the way we say it. Because you cannot come from outside and hurt the landowner where we will reside and we will keep quiet. No. It is not possible. It happened during the time of the June 12 brouhaha, when they were having problems with the Yorubas and the Hausa and the Northerners were having problems. The Igbos, I was in Idimota that same day of blessed memory. My in-law, my in-law has an office then at Nnamdi Azikiwe, off Nnamdi Azikiwe, somewhere in Agarawu. I was there. I knew how we went home that day. I knew how the Igbo boys, they fought alongside the Yoruba. Because these people don't know the difference between the Yoruba and the Igbo people when they are coming. When they are coming, the only thing I can tell you for good is that you yourself, you've said about it. If there's any tribe in Nigeria that wants to leave Nigeria right now,
yes,
I'm not lying. We are number one.
Number one, no doubt. No one else. In
So
fact,
that's the
yours
reason.
motivated the
Yes.
others to say they want to do it too. And that's why they say
Exactly.
if the Igbos leave, whoever are those that are left in Nigeria, we won't last another 5 years before everybody goes say, Omo, we serve the
I'm telling you.
No doubt.
So that is the reason they come after us first, to think that they can quench the light that we have. But it is late, because that light, that truth has already captivated, has already brooded and grounded every part of Nigeria to know that this thing is not working.
The ship has
So
already
that is the way it
sailed.
is. The ship has already sailed. So I used to ask my brothers, there are still some Igbo people who still believe in one Nigeria.
Of course.
But I asked them that, okay, how it be you now? How far now? They have increased their own salary with 114%. People who are not buying food, people who are not paying rent,
fuel. They are not buying lights.
they are not buying fuel.
They are not buying anything.
They even up to have they have up to a disgraceful what they call wardrobe allowance.
Yes. They know they buy
but
clothes.
People there, they know and people there are shouting Emiloko. But you are there, you are suffering. They are not getting better.
Unfortunately.
So at the end of the day, they are still shouting. So why is it that people are not getting this ordinary message? It is not a spiritual message. It's an ordinary message.
It is.
But the truth is that we are trying the best that we can try. We are shouting, we are crying. But in a little while, as one previous caller said, in a little while, believe me, an action will spring up from nowhere, which none of them will believe.
I think they are pushing towards that already. It's getting close.
Yes, Buhari is outside there. Buhari is outside there, outside Nigeria right now. The so-called president is outside there, outside Nigeria right now. They are going to tell themselves that since this thing is not working, leave the judiciary. Let them do their own. Let us see what they say. Leave them. Let them do their own. The whole thing is glaring. Most of the time, I will know how you will use your hands to carry food. Instead of putting that food in your mouth, you put it in your eyes. Then when you put it will help you to remove the food that you put.
Osita, will help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much for calling, and you too. Thank you very much there. If you are still watching me, even though the views on YouTube seems to be dropping, but don't leave without liking. I mean, if you have to go, you should, all right? But like that broadcast before you leave. Hello there.
Hello, my brother Mayegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, bro. This is the African Wahala.
Hey, the Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm very well, bro. I'm doing excellent.
Amazing.
I just wanted to, I wanted to call in to, show some love, some support, to continue encouraging you.
Thank you.
Good health.
Thanks, man.
Continue educating the people. This is a therapeutic moment for a lot of us because trust me, Nigeria gives us that depression,
I know.
So we appreciate you.
Thanks,
and most importantly, Osita said something the other day that it's a class war.
It's always been.
So it's not a tribal war, but the elites have figured out how to divide and conquer us along ethnic lines, and it's working. But we, the educated ones, we should continue educating as many as possible, letting them understand that it's a fake, made-up beef between Yorubas and Igbos or any other ethnic group in Nigeria. It's all fake. It's just the elites trying to maintain their elite status. But unfortunately for them, it's going to crash on their heads. Now, let me use my last 1 minute to say something, bro. Please, just click on the like button for Mayegun General, please. It's very important you listeners click on the like button because it helps spread the word. YouTube would show more people these videos if it has a lot of like buttons. I mean, we only have 1,100 and something likes at this point, and we are consistently having over 2,500 people. Let's raise it up. Please click on that like button right now. Smash the like button right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The African Wahala, the Prince. You have a good one, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's a very lovely gesture from the African Wahala. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiko.
Hey, hello, ma'am.
It's been a while. This is Jim, okay?
Hey, Sister Jumi, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's been a while. I know that.
It has been. I bet
Okay.
you've probably been trying, but never been lucky, yeah?
Oh, yes, I've been trying.
Oh,
Maiko,
huh?
I might probably offend you this evening, okay?
I won't be offended, but thanks for warning me ahead.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, because I actually want to answer the other guy that called and they're insinuating that Yoruba betrayed Igbo after they have had an agreement that after they declare their own whatever we would declare that Yoruba would declare.
Yeah, once said they declare Biafra, Yorubas will declare.
Exactly.
You want to tackle that?
Exactly. And then saying that insinuating we betray them. I know you have answered to an extent, but I want you to know that this narrative, why I said I might offend you is this.
Yes, ma'am.
If there's any Yoruba sons that have been standing strong on behalf of Igbos, it is you, Mayiko, and we appreciate that because we love them. We love Igbos. But it's enough now of them peddling the narrative Yoruba betray them. Yoruba never, ever betray Igbos. Let them have it right to their score today. I'm sorry, my best friend is an Igbo person. Yes, and she still remains, and I still have more and a lot of them. But the narrative of the fact that Yoruba betrayed them, it hurts. Okay, if there was an agreement that Yoruba would declare their own republic after they declared their own Biafra, why did Ojukwu and the rest turn around and face Ore with intention to take Ore and take Ondo area and then come to Lagos to come and take Lagos State? That was when Yoruba turned against them. That was what actually destroyed the whole plan and everything. It was Igbos that betrayed. And again, when you are saying Yoruba betrayed Igbos, was it not Nnamdi Azikiwe that betrayed Awolowo with Alphas? Igbos have always been on the side of Fulani to deal with Yorubas. But because we are very accommodative, we are very enduring, and we are very, we just love, even against our own comfort. We have accommodated Igbo. We have loved them. They have castigated us as being weak, as being betrayers.
Sister Jumi,
as being everything.
Would you mind I say something, right? Just like the same way everything you have said too, right? Would you mind if just like I told my other caller to say those who are indeed, should I say, those who brought this about, yeah, or those who are spreading this narrative, those who don't want to kind of, you know what I mean, like say it the way you just said it, that gave the impression that Yorubas betrayed the Igbos. Could you take a look at it as maybe we are reacting to a few number of people who are kind of, you know what I mean, like Igbos, who are pushing this wrong narrative, believing them, just like we have some of our own people too, who are pushing some other wrong narratives that the Igbos see as Yorubas are doing this, Yorubas are doing that, like that blanket state. I'm just kind of, because that's what I told him, like, we have Yorubas, okay, that some Igbos are using to justify whatever false narrative they want to push about Yorubas. We also have some, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. I've actually confused you more, okay? Let me just let you finish in a way, please.
Okay, yeah, actually,
because that betrayal word, right? That betrayal word, there are some Igbos that never uses that. There are some Igbos who uses them when it's convenient for them.
But right now, it's just becoming too paramount. And again, that is what they are passing down to their from generation to generation. No, in Yoruba never. As a matter of fact, there's anybody that have lost Igbos and then accommodate, and we continue, and even continue to forget about what is happening right now. Whatever that is happening in Lagos or what has happened in the past, see, we Yoruba, we don't support Igbo. But one thing about Yoruba is this. Hey, my Igbo now, so that's what you agree. We will turn back and bite hard.
That's true.
We are not cowards.
No, we are not.
We are not cowards. We are not afraid of anyone. The one they are saying they are the one. And again, they are saying they are the one protecting us. You have never protected us.
I think that's another. See, ma, you know one thing. I think Agbekale, like Yoruba will say, Agbekale, only issue. So you get what this scholar was saying actually. On the other hand, is that like we over time, or like we need ourselves in what Nigeria has become today. Okay, where we can see that. If the Igbos and the Yorubas, who share so much in common, if they should end up fighting themselves, if we start fighting ourselves, right? So both of us becomes vulnerable. So any of us that they want to attack at the time, we have to do our defense all by ourselves. So if they encourage us to fight and hate ourselves, right? It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my ego, for the years I've been following you. I've been following you for years. Only you don't know. I've been following you for years, my ego. I know one thing, that you are one Yoruba person that have really, really, changed history between Yoruba and Igbo. You have really enlightened Igbo and enlightened Yoruba.
Yeah, just say, let us understand ourselves, because I see our rivalry as healthy rivalry, not the one that has to do with destroying ourselves. We've never been like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think because how much you have enlightened Igbos and Yorubas, I think Igbos are beginning to see that some of the things that they believe about Yoruba negatively, they begin to change their minds.
Yes, some of them are saying that. Same goes to Yorubas too. You know that there are Yorubas who are beginning to say things we know about, we were told about Igbos. They are actually not true.
Same goes to us. My Igbo, let me tell you something. Do you know that we Yoruba, we don't even really talk anyhow.
We don't.
We don't just destroy people to their face anyhow. The way these people are pushing it back on us. Let me tell you something, my Igbo.
Tell me.
Yes, you Fulani, they are on the land now. What they best of Tinubu or their president, they are in Yoruba and clean us. But what and to give it a little time, Fulani will be eradicated out of people should go and take their own, they should go and take care of themselves. Yoruba is more than enough.
I can agree with you on that, ma. Without any
argument. We are more than enough by the grace of God. By the grace of God, Yoruba are more than enough to fight their own battle. Do you understand?
Shebi, one of the problems we had, in Yoruba land today is that we wanted to fight them. The politicians are holding us and they are arresting our people who wanted to fight. Not that we can't. We won't run away from them.
It's a matter of time. You know Yoruba.
I do. I know.
But this is my last word to Igbo brothers and sisters.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, if you Igbo brothers and sisters, you should know one thing. We love you. We will continue to love you.
Yes.
But please, don't take us for a fool. We are not cowards. We never betray you.
No.
We will never betray you. As a matter of fact, if the issue of betrayal comes over and over again, you will always be guilty of it. But we are not even holding it against you.
You are still passing the blame, aren't you? Sister Jumi.
Thank you. So bye, my brother.
You should thank you. Sister Jumi, I have another caller on the line. I hope it's not going to be one of those heated nights where everybody's going to be wanting. I need to call back and say something to that caller. Hello there.
I'm calling back. But I have no slight. This is the African Wahala once again.
The prince.
I have no slight. I have no disrespect for that beautiful sister.
Right.
At the end of the day, we are all, we all have our opinions. And I just feel like it's an opportunity to educate the people to understand that it doesn't really make sense to generalize an entire group based on the decision of an individual. Yeah, because for example, we are constantly throwing jabs at one another. Oh, the Igbos cost one Nigeria. Oh, the Yorubas cost one Nigeria. But at the end of the day, those were private individuals.
Politicians who make
Obafemi
political
Awolowo was
decisions
a man.
that we are now kind
That
of
was a
having
man.
to, unfortunately.
What's the other guy's name? The other guy from the east. Nnamdi Azikiwe was a man. That was one man. Ojukwu was one man. I'm not going to blame millions of people for the decision of Nnamdi Azikiwe or Ojukwu. They don't speak for every single Igbo person. Neither did Awolowo speak for every single Yoruba person. So we need to be more logical. We need to be less emotionally driven when, and trust me, I get it. I get those insults too. You find people, they come and attack me. Oh, you be open man, come out there, you have agbado in your pocket. But I try not to get upset at them. I mean, sometimes I give it back to them. But for the most part, I understand where they're coming from. They are just projecting their bigotry on me. And that's all that is. So we need to stop generalizing people. That's all this is about. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, African Wahala. Here
Yes,
we go. Oh, hang on. Why? It's like everybody is trying to call back. Why is everybody calling back? Same people who have spoken. Why are you calling back? Africa Walla, I would let you go, okay? You don't worry. I am not going to let all of you who have called in before to call back. I know something has triggered you. My time is rounding up and everybody wants to say, no, I want to add something. No, not tonight. Hello there.
It's Mayegun.
Yes, sir.
It's the Air Force One. Actually,
yes, sir.
Let me say it's very nice to see you again. I was kind of worried,
Were you?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, sir. This is me responding. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
We are communicating now, sir. Please.
So, thank God you are back, but let me go straight to the point.
Yes, sir.
You see this Igbo Yoruba mess or drama thing that is going on. First of all, I have my own share.
Would you like to share with us?
Oh yeah, I will.
Oh yeah, now.
See, I used to work in a place here in Houston, Texas. It's a correctional facility where like a jail.
Right.
So, and predominantly Nigerians that work in that
facility
is about, if you look at it, like almost Igbo people were about 95%.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I started working, they sent me there as agency sent me there, and I started working there.
Right.
The first day I went in there, they warned me about a lady, a woman, it's an Igbo woman, that she tried to always like to dominate and everything like that. And I said, okay, that's fine.
Oh.
I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm here to work. Right. So if she stay in her lane and doesn't cross my path, we work professionally and everybody will pass their way, everything like that.
Exactly.
So along the line, one thing led to the other, we got into it. And lo and behold, before I knew it, every good people, my other colleagues that used to say hi to me and all the life, they started boycotting me. They wouldn't even greet me anymore. I was by myself, except one of them that stood up and said, this guy, that is me. I'm not done anything wrong. Now, the point where I'm sharing this with you, to everybody listening, is because, see, it is high time for us to let go of the past and move on. Now, maybe it is Azikiwe betray Awolowo, Yoruba betray Awolowo. And let me say one thing I almost forgot.
Yes, sir.
So when I was trying to fight this issue with this lady at work, the thing they were saying was like that we Igbo people, Yoruba people betray Igbo people. I said, I told them, I said, when they fought the war, my own papa said, they don't know my papa, but me,
Your papa said
They don't
not Peking when they fought the war.
I said, you people that you are telling me here, yeah, I said, you people that you are sitting there telling me today that my race or my tribe betrayed your tribe. You guys were not even in existence that time.
No, it's like saying my ancestors betrayed your ancestors. Okay. Like,
yeah.
What would you want me to do other than just, and I am here. I'm not fighting you. I'm supposed to be your friend and all of that. I mean, why are you holding that on me? I know.
This is where it now becomes tricky, okay? So when I left that place,
that's not good. I'm hearing that for the first time. You know what I actually thought you were going to say, because people have shared their experience with me when they will say, they told them that because they are Yoruba, they should be careful, and they end up having to be the best friend with the Igbos in their different workplaces. But this one is shocking.
No,
and I can tell you this:
these people they fought me very hard. Wow. I tell you, yeah. But when I left that place, and that's what I said, where it becomes tricky is this. The other place where I work now full time, I met, when I started there, I saw these Igbo people there too. I mean, like 2-3 ladies were Igbo people there. Right. So I kind of being careful, I kept my distance. So if I tell you today that I'm talking to you right now, if one of them called me now in the middle of the night, I won't think twice before picking up my car key.
See, 2 different experiences.
I see these people, this one I met that I'm working with right now, these 2 ladies.
Yeah.
They are Igbo ladies, married. I have never visited anyone that invited me to any occasion before. Wow. I have been to one of them to our house 3 times.
Wow. So that means you build a very
when she was traveling to Nigeria.
So you know what people are saying, Baba? They said this thing is individual thing. And if you can reason right now, it's life not going to be easy.
So that's what I'm saying, that we just have to let go.
You just have to let go.
Let go. Let us forget history. People keep saying it, but the more we keep ignoring it, then we can live together. We have to let.
You know what people say, sir? You know what people say? They say it is always good to be student of history, not prisoners of history. I would rather be.
Thank you, sir. That's the word right there.
Learn from history.
That's the word right there. Yeah.
By the past.
Because it is not every history that is right.
No.
Because we are not there when the thing happened.
No.
So we just have to let go.
Much, eh?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm going to take the last. I think I can still take one more. Anyway, hello there.
Hello, Michael.
Princess.
Hello, Michael. Good evening. How are you?
Oh, good evening, ma. How are you? I'm fine anyway. So how are you?
I'm fine. I'm here.
Right.
Oh.
So everybody can hear you.
The Igbo Yoruba, yeah. The Igbo Yoruba thing is a distraction, yeah. It's a big one. I don't know, whoever that is behind it is probably trying to buy time for whatever it is they are doing, you know. So I won't even deliberate much on it because we all know what it is, and we know when we were younger, yeah, while we were trying to grow up, our parents can leave us with Mama and Didi downstairs, you know, go to parties, and she'll give us food. You know, she'll feed us before feeding our own children, yeah? And when she's attending parties too, she bring her kids to our place, yeah? And my mother would treat them the same way. But, you know, Emeka will have birthday somewhere. They'll put food on a tray for everybody. And we will all eat. We eat in the same, you know, the same tray. Same compound.
You should do, I mean, Babatunde should not marry Nneka because they are going to give birth to.
Oh, they are just high on idiocy and stupidly foolish. My good they are IOD.
Shay, help us, oh, help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet? The president now is calling you, come, I want to help you. You don't want to.
Princess, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, Mayego.
People are already writing in the comment that Princess don't crash program. Princess has crashed program. I was like, crash program. Okay. I didn't know that I was already like, I'm like kind of froze already. So, Princess, help me.
Yeah, Olo even sent me a message that you don't freeze, oh. I just read the message from Olo now.
Yeah. Anyway, Princess, you just have about 2 minutes, okay? Help us round it up and then I can.
Okay, Baba. So the whole thing, somebody called in. I was saying that Gaddafi's people killed him. So many of us are not informed. The West killed Gaddafi. The French killed Gaddafi. In fact, Hillary Clinton is always so happy about this that she came on national television and said, we came, we saw, and he died. She said that about a man that her husband will never be half as good as. Do you know how much Gaddafi saved us from the Europeans? Over 500 million yearly from phone calls. If anybody will have to call you, they will have to call you. The call will have to pass through Europe to come to Africa. Gaddafi paid $300 million of that money single-handedly. The other African countries contributed $100 million. To get our calls directly. If you see any African leader that has been killed, I tell you today, that African leader, from Igiami to
Allow it
Sorry, princess. I started shouting that princess, because we're frozen again. So you know something, eh?
Okay.
You would have to we'll have to let go now. Princess, you can help me say good night.
Yes. I'm going to say good night to our people. I am happy we are brave. Yeah. It is funny how we have evolved, and I can remember while we were growing up that our brothers and sisters would have to write, YX 7-8 times to pass English because they want to move forward in life. I don't know how Westerners were passing Yoruba or Swahili or Igbo before they are able to move ahead in life. We've evolved. They're taking history away. We are still living. It's being passed down to our children. We are doing well. We are doing right. But we are not doing enough.
Thank you.
From slavery to colonialism to neo-colonialism to,
I just don't like
to voluntary slavery.
Princess, let me say something quickly, right?
Yeah?
Right? I don't like the comfortability of people believing that the West is actually destroying Nigeria and doing all of that to us, right? Forgetting the fact that we have monsters, criminals, right, that are encouraging them.
No, we have puppets. They are the Western puppets, yeah.
I don't buy that. Because
you don't buy the idea of Shell coming to lift crude, yeah.
Because they let them. That's the point.
Destroying the environment because they have people that enable them, yeah.
Princess, I said the leaders.
They have enablers, yeah.
You don't blame people who come and do you evil when your leaders are those who allowed them. And turn around and say they are so powerful. They have this. I don't kind of buy that. But again, I can't.
My ego. Economic hitmen to us is from the West.
Princess, listen.
INEC devaluation is from the West. Princess. I don't see how 1 unit of their money will not be 1,040 naira now.
Princess.
You're all coming back to liberate this because the people here can't do fuck. They can't do nothing.
No.
Odaro.
So I'll let Princess go. Princess, there's something that I was trying to make Princess realize there, right? It's so convenient. I can say it too and tell you how this country, UK, is milking Nigeria. It's always been like that. We can use all fancy word, neocolonialism, IMF, and the rest of that. They are just fancy things we love to say to present these people as like spirit, when they did the colonialism. That's what they said. They said, if you see the kind of gun that this white man were holding, it's like the white man was a spirit. Sure, you get Oyinbos that are coming to Africa, and they are getting away with whatever they are getting away with. They are in collaboration with the criminals in Nigeria. The day you go after your criminals, or these same Oyinbos, they will begin to look for favor from whoever is in charge of Nigeria. And in whatever condition they are ready to give, they will follow it. Okay? But here is the problem. Oyinbos, like jackass, like, what do you call them? The colonial masters, slave masters, or whatever you want to call them. All right? They are those who are looking for, other people's resources to either steal or any means to get that, right? But they are not coming in to come and just do that. They will need the locals, our people, okay, that are willing to let them do that. When your politicians in Nigeria, when they say, or in Africa, they say the Western people came to come and kill your leaders in Africa. You know why I said that theory, that narrative? We should begin to drop it. It doesn't make any sense. Here is why. You see, you may have those who disagree with them and say, no, I don't want the Shell to come. Shell, leave. That same person who is telling you that he doesn't want Shell, and you are laughing because you don't like British, is making another deal with Italians with the Chinese. That same thing that he's talking about, share, right? And all he cares about is what is going to come to him. Now, in this regard, these are a bunch of jackals who are coming to take over everything they can get from Nigeria, okay? Now, if he denies them his own brother, they will go to his own brother. Because in that same Nigeria, as it is today, that Tinubu should be gone, okay? Whoever is coming there next, if he can help them, if Tinubu is not giving them what they want, if they have somebody else who is his brother or sister in that same Nigeria, ready to kill anybody and take over power and give them what they want, then they will go with him. So until the day that Africans, Nigerians are responsible enough for the first time, not just to take responsibility of giving power to the criminals ruling you, at least take that power from them, and you realize that these same people, they will respect you, they will treat you right, and we will stop dropping that, that kind of victim, what have you. They have power, they have IMF. Your leaders are interested in taking free money that they are going to steal from you. IMF is interested in putting a killer interest, whatever on you, loans and debts. Your politicians will still take them anyway, and they will subject the entire country into economic strangulation. IMF will take his money. Your criminal politicians will take theirs. So how do you go and fight the IMF? And then you ignore the criminals who actually allow IMF to come and rip you off. How do you kind of feel comfortable hating America or hating Britain? That some of you are saying in the past, right? Or you are not comfortable, you are not angry, so raging with the ones you can see in Nigeria who actually welcome the Americans, welcome the Chinese, welcome all these people that are ripping you off. And Princess is fond of telling us that all of us in the diaspora, we are those who are going to actually come back and fight. She's right. But we are not coming back to fight because, you know what I mean? Like, this country is not going to have a place for us anymore. No. People are going to come back to Nigeria to fight soon because there are so many millions of Nigerians that will not be able to come back to Nigeria because of the situation in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the situation where they are staying as well is becoming uncomfortable. So they will begin to feel like, you know what? If these people keep destroying Nigeria and we keep staying back, one day, the entire system here and their own, their own age will prompt them to mobilize. Even if they can't fight, they will mobilize their own children. We will mobilize everyone that should be mobilized. And that Ilela Bosimioko, it will eventually end up at home. I don't want us to mix things all together. Let's just make things enough, less complicated. Okay? If we want to encourage ourselves that we can do something, at the same time, don't create monster out of these guys who are just jackals. Sure, you get? If they want something in Nigeria, and the politicians allow them to come and take it, the local says no, they will bring all the weapons to come and crush that local. And guess who will use the weapons? The Nigerian people that are supposed to save you. They will collect the heavy weapon from these Oyinbos. They will use the weapon to wipe off the tribe, their people. They will wipe them off just for the Oyinbos to come in and take what they want. So you don't turn around and blame the Oyinbos. Oyinbos will take anything, anytime, if you allow them. Anyway, I hope we'll have more on this conversation, soon as well. So thank you for spending your evening with me, okay? There are so many things that a lot of us can do, all right? But if we don't have the true or real information, sometimes, or the real people, around the right people, you are likely not going to make it. You're not going to move. It's called motion without movement, or movement without motion, whatever it's called. So exactly what Nigeria has become. I will see you some other time. Thank you so much to every one of you who contributed to this. All the callers, all the views, all the disagreements and agreements is what makes my Igun's Diary Political more interesting too, okay? But all in all, thank you. I will see you some other time. So you have a good evening.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún Diary na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ni má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.